Hello MotoGP fans, welcome back to ZNGP Today. Rising star Pedro Acosta has weighed in on several hot topics in MotoGP, from the Marquez-Bagnaia rivalry at Ducati to the demanding lifestyle of a premier-class rider. Speaking on the IronFran podcast, the KTM rider shared his insights on the competition, team dynamics, and the personal toll of fame. With Pramac's departure from Ducati, VR46 has stepped up as the main satellite team for the Bologna-based manufacturer. Fabio Giannantonio and Franco Morbidelli will both have factory-spec bikes, but for Diggia's return from injury, the team has made a key decision, opting for Pecco Bagnaia's setup over Marc Márquez's. After struggling in recent seasons, Yamaha has emerged as one of the biggest surprises of MotoGP's 2025 preseason testing. The M1 showed significant improvement in stepping and remained competitive in Buram, with a major technical innovation playing a key role, relocating the bike's control unit under the tail. Could this be the breakthrough Yamaha has been searching for? Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Ducati faces a major challenge in 2025 as it tries to manage two world champions, Marc Márquez and Francesco Bagnaia, in the same team. While many are eager to see how the relationship will unfold, Acosta is clear about one thing. The Spaniard contrasted Ducati's situation with other teams, pointing out how Aprilia and KTM have structured their lineups differently. He highlighted the experience of Jorge Martin and Marco Bezzecchi at Aprilia, as well as the strong mix of talent at KTM, where he races alongside Brad Binder. That's not my problem. But there can't be two number ones in the box. We have Maverick Vinales, who has been fast with all the bikes he's ridden. Brad knows how KTM works, and I have experience with KTM. Then we have Tech 3, where one has experience in 3 brands and the other in 1, but he's fast. They both can bring a different vision of how other brands do it. Quote from Acosta. With such a strong team, Acosta believes KTM is in a great position to challenge at the front. One of KTM's biggest strengths has always been its test team, featuring veteran riders Dani Pedrosa and Pol Espargaro. Acosta sees their contributions as essential to KTM's progress. Dani can understand things without pushing too hard, because he feels it. Pol is the one who goes up to test things and says hit it hard. If one of them leaves, the team will be out of balance. The combination of Pedrosa's technical precision and Espargaro's aggressive testing approach has helped KTM develop a highly competitive bike. With this foundation, Acosta believes the Austrian brand is well equipped for the 2025 season. While the on-track battles are fierce, Acosta revealed that one of the hardest aspects of MotoGP is dealing with constant media attention. The young Spaniard also opened up about the pressures of always being in the public eye. Acosta admitted that if he had one wish, it would be to experience a day where no one recognized him. People have to understand that we are 16 to 17-year-old kids with the problems of a 30-year-old guy. You go out to eat, and you don't eat because you have to take photos. You go to the beach, and you don't disconnect because you take photos. It's as if we had a camera recording us 24 hours a day. If I could make a wish, it would be to walk down the street and have no one know me, even if just once a month. That's what I miss the most. Another topic Acosta touched on was the potential of Toprak Razgatlioglu moving to MotoGP. While the Turkish rider has dominated in World Superbike, Acosta believes the transition wouldn't be easy. Though he respects Toprak's talent, Acosta suggests that a switch to MotoGP might be best left for the later stages of his career. He would have to adapt. He is too good, but SBK and MotoGP are not similar at all. There are many things to control, and the tires are quite different. I think it would take time. Like MotoGP, but it would be something I'd like to try when I'm no longer competitive in MotoGP. As for his own ambitions, Acosta has set a high bar for his rookie MotoGP season. For me to say that it has been a good year, I would have to win, But let's say I would have to finish 4th, because now I am 6th in the 2024 general classification. The young Spaniard has never shied away from setting big goals, and his hunger for success in MotoGP is clear. Pedro Acosta continues to make waves in MotoGP, both on and off the track. From his candid thoughts on Ducati's rider dynamic to his insights on the pressures of fame, the KTM rider is proving to be one of the most intriguing figures in the paddock. With ambitious targets for 2025, all eyes will be on the Spanish sensation as he looks to make his mark in the Premier class. The VR46 team director, Alessio Uccio-Salucci, has expressed satisfaction with the squad's preseason work. Speaking to Sky, he highlighted the team's structured approach in Malaysia and Thailand, particularly with Franco Morbidelli. Morbidelli, now in Valentino Rossi's team after tough seasons hampered by injuries, is looking to rebuild his confidence. VR46's priority has been to give him a high-performance bike without making drastic changes. We are really very happy. We started a good job in Malaysia, planned everything from home, and managed to do everything we wanted to do with Franco. We focused on time attack, concentration, maintaining a consistent pace, and reducing mistakes. Franco hasn't been up front for a long time, so we need to help him stay there. If you haven't been there for a while, you need to fight to stay there. We're doing a good job, especially with the coach, and by providing Franco with a stable bike that lets him showcase his skills, which are undeniable. Quote from Uccio. While Morbidelli completed all testing sessions, Fabio Di Giannantonio was sidelined after suffering an injury on the first day at Sepang. This put him at a disadvantage, missing crucial track time compared to his rivals. However, Ducati's decision to homologate the GP24 instead of introducing the GP25 could work in his favor. VR46 has requested the same bike setup Marquez Bagnaia for Diggia's return at the Thai Grand Prix. We have continued with the work and have asked to have Pecco's bike for the first test. That package suits our riding style. Diggia will arrive in conditions where he will have to treat the weekend as a test. With limited preseason running, Giannantonio will need to ease back into race conditions. The team's focus is on ensuring he gets valuable mileage rather than pushing too hard too soon. The team is aware of the challenges Diggia faces after missing most of the winter testing. The key will be managing his return without unnecessary risks. The plan for Diggia is to maximize Friday's track time alongside Ducati engineers, assess his condition on Sunday, and then continue refining his setup for the race. It won't be easy. We have to keep him in the saddle because he's a home rider and naturally wants to push. We need to keep the bike easy, do a lot of kilometers, and gradually build up. Unfortunately, Diggia only rode 1 day out of the 5 that the others had, so he lost a bit of rhythm. With Morbidelli showing promise in testing and Giannantonio preparing for a carefully managed comeback, VR46 is shaping up to be a competitive force in MotoGP 2025. The decision to align Diggia with Bagnaia's setup signals confidence in their approach as they look to challenge at the front. The first real test comes in Thailand. Will VR46's strategy pay off? Yamaha has taken a bold step forward in 2025, introducing a redesigned rear section that ditches the tail design from the Valentino Rossi era. But the biggest change isn't visible at first glance. The control unit, along with the batteries and wiring, has been moved under the tail. Yamaha placed the control unit, batteries, and all the relevant wiring in the rear area of the bike, under the tail and at the end of the seat. Quote from Yamaha technical team member. This adjustment is aimed at improving weight distribution, particularly to enhance rear stability and grip during acceleration. While it might slightly affect corner entry, the benefits in traction and balance could be game-changing. For years, Yamaha has struggled with grip and acceleration, especially in low-grip conditions. The arrival of Luca Marmarini as technical director has led to a fresh approach, with significant modifications aimed at solving these long-standing issues. Alongside the repositioned control unit, Yamaha has also introduced a new tail design inspired by Ducati's aerodynamics. Additionally, they tested a new front wing, similar to the low 3 flat wing, used by Toprak Razgatlioglu's BMW M1000RR in World SBK. While the wing was removed at times during testing, it could make an appearance in the first race of the season. This shift marks Yamaha's most radical redesign in years, showing a clear intent to regain lost ground against Ducati and KTM. Fabio Quartararo was able to fight near the top times at Sepang, proving that the M1 has taken a step forward. The question now is whether these improvements will translate into race day results. Yamaha has made a big step forward this year, and much of that progress appears to be down to the technical trick of moving the control unit under the tail. With preseason testing complete, all eyes are now on the first Grand Prix. Can Yamaha's innovative approach bring them back into the title fight? After years of playing catch-up, Yamaha's technical shakeup could signal a turning point in their MotoGP campaign. With improved stability and a new aerodynamic direction, the team is showing signs of real progress. The first race of the season will reveal whether these changes are enough to challenge the dominant Ducatis. Thanks for watching ZNGP Today, and this is your MotoGP news update. See you next time.